11 years old. I am the co-founder of tenniscoderkids.com. Right there. And today we are going to learn about our if and else statements, right? So without any delay, let's get started. Dab! I'm just minimizing the screen. Float on top so that you can see me all the time. Perfect, right? So I'm going on Google Chrome. Oh, so sorry about that. Right, where's WC Schools? Right. R. Here you are. And if and else. Alright. So, listen this very carefully. So, what are if and else statements? Right? Let's understand this from an example. Right. You want to tell him, a boy, that if you are 18 or above, then you're allowed to drive a car. And if you're not above 18, you're smaller than 18, then you're not allowed to drive a car. So in this situation, you use if and else statement, that if one particular statement is true, then do this, otherwise do that. Okay. So these are conditional operators which we had already done. If you if you have not seen my operators video, see that. Okay, I'll tell you. Okay. Now the if statement, right? So I've already told you an if statement is written with the if keyword, right? To write an if statement, we write it from a if keyword, and then you write the condition. You write the condition, and if it is true, if the condition is true, if B is greater than A, is B greater than A? Yes, it is. It is 200 is greater than 33, so it will print B is greater than A. So the logic behind this is, if the condition in the statement is if this condition is correct, if it is correct, then it will go inside and do what it says. And if it is not, then whatever you ask him to do, it will do that. Okay. Right. One more thing, you have to remember that you put this condition in brackets, and then after that you give curly brackets. Do write the code what you want R to do if this condition is true, and then close the curly brackets. Right. Now, else if. So else if, in this what happens is that if B is greater than A, if B is greater than A, is B greater than A? No, it will not go here. It will see the second condition. Is A equals to B? Yes, they are equal, so it will go inside here and print A and B and then come out of the code. No, it will not print A and B, sorry. It will print A and B are equal. Okay? So this was else if. Now the else keyword, what happens in the else keyword is, if B is not greater than A, is it B greater than A? No. Is A and B same? No. If both if and else if statements are wrong, then at the end R will go inside the else statement and do whatever it says. And A is greater than B, and that is true, right? One more thing, that in an if else statement, it's up to you if you want to use else if and else. If you have more conditions like B equals to A, B greater than A, and A greater than B, then you use else if and else. But if you have only two conditions, if this is true, do this, otherwise just do whatever you want to, right? So here you can even use only if and else, or you can use if and else. Okay. Some people by mistake do if else. No, it is if and else if, because I'm telling you this because of my experience. I've gone through that. I honestly, when I was on your stage, I used to write if else and it won't work, and I would go to my father and he was like, it is else if, it is not if else, right? So it is else if, not if else. Okay. Now, nested if. Okay, this is, you might be thinking it's kind of very difficult, but it is not difficult at all. See, nested is basically in one statement. If, if, if my name is Sayasmi, then print my name is Sayasmi, and you can inside that also, if this statement is true, you can put another if statement inside it. I mean, you might have not you are not able to understand it right now, that what is she trying to say in nested if statements. It means one if statement inside another if statement inside another. Did not understand it? Okay, I'll make you understand it from an example so that you can understand it properly. So x is equals to 41. You should go line by line, every single line, right? So x is equals to 41, right? Now if x is greater than 10, so first see, is x greater than 10? Yes, it is greater than 10. Print above 10. Now it sees the other statement. Is x greater than 20? Yes, it is. So print and also above 20, right? Now one thing is that this condition is true. This condition is true. Wait, let's do this, then see what happens. See. So what happens is that if this statement is true, it will print above 10. But if this statement is false, the other if statement is false, which was nested if, then it will go of this if statement to else and print but not above 20, right? I hope you understood. No? Now you might be thinking that what if I do some cheeky business? Oh no, actually x is greater than 20. Huh? Do you know what the answer is? Below 10. This is because you might be thinking that this statement is true and this statement is false. So it should have printed and also above 20 and below 10. Right? But why did it not? It is because we have used nested if statement. If this condition is false, then it won't go only inside if, it will just simply print else it is below 10. It is like that. This is how it works, okay? So this is nested if statements. Now last topic is and or, okay? So I told you last time in my operators video that use we use double and double or, and I told you about logical not, right? Okay, I'll tell you. So here this symbol and symbol is a logical operator. So they are almost the same. Single and double and are almost the same. The only difference is that actually you might not understand it right now because we have not done vectors right now. But vectors are just kind of like lists, right? So we use single and when we want to access each element of a vector, basically a list, each element of a vector, and then compare each element, right? And the drawback of this is, if we even get the answer as false, it will still keep on going on until the vector is finished, right? So that is a drawback. But of course, you can use single and also and double and also, right? So let's see. A is 200, B is 33, and C is 500. So if A is greater than B, is A greater than B? Yes, it is. If C is greater than A, yes, it is. So if both conditions are true, then it prints true. What do you think would be the output? It would be empty. It would be an empty screen. Come on, come on. Right, it's an empty screen because one of the statement is false. So we have not given any else statement to do something, right? So that is why it has got a blank screen. By chance, we had given a else statement. Oops. Oopsie. One second, guys. Oops. Yeah, that was what I was thinking. Nothing, guys. Actually, I'm kind of used to Replit, and you know what it happens that it on itself only it gives both the curly brackets, and by itself only it does the indentation. So that is why I was getting a bit confused, but no worries, we are doing it correct. Oh no. Right, print the second statement is okay. All right. So it is going to get the second statement is false because one statement is wrong. The first statement is correct, but the second statement is wrong. And both the statements should be true. That is why it will go in the else statement and print this second statement is false. Right? Oops, why am I here? Right. Now or, just like double or, no, just like this and we use or, but here also there are vector things. It will access each element and see and compare each element. Now difference between and or is that if one statement is correct, the other is wrong, but even if one statement is correct, it is going to print this, right? If one statement is also correct, then also it will go in the if statement. If both statements are only wrong, then it is an empty screen. Nope, not gonna work. Come on, load, we are waiting for you. So it has got an empty screen because if one statement is also correct, it will work. But here the both of statements are wrong, so it won't work. Okay. So this was it, guys, and we have completed if and else. Next video is going to be about while loops and for loops. So I hope you like this video. If you did, smash that like button, share this video, comment down below if you like it, and subscribe to Sayasmi Gupta's channel. Bye bye.